I'm Lance Lau, a 12 years old climate and environmental activist from Hong Kong. Recently, Hong Kong has faced many problems due to climate change. One major threat is sea level rise. Hong Kong is a lowland city that can be severely affected by sea level rise, in that its airport could be nearly or completely submerged by the end of the century. Many beaches in Hong Kong will also be submerged, and we won't be able to enjoy the beach side anymore. Also, many major regions like Tsim Sha Tsui or Central will have good amounts of flooding that could probably disrupt traffic and more in those areas. Another huge problem Hong Kong is facing is extreme heat. Like many tropical regions, in the summer, temperatures can raise up to maybe 30, maybe even 33 degrees Celsius. This problem is amplified in Hong Kong due to its amount of skyscrapers, and some areas in Hong Kong are very crowded with buildings, which means heat is unable to escape. Now, many people live in tiny apartments in these buildings, and they're generally mid to low income families, which means they only have fans. Some don't even have air conditioning, which means it's possible that indoor temperatures can rise to even 30 degrees once again. If you want to prevent these problems from expanding further, we have to minimize our impacts on climate change and halt the climate disaster as quickly as we can. And we can eat less meat. Everyone can do something, and I believe if I can, you can too.
I'm Kristine Sabate, 20 years old from the Philippines, and our country being one of the most vulnerable countries when it comes to the climate crisis, we normally experience typhoons. We wouldn't be having a year without typhoons. It's the norm in our part of the world. And these typhoons become more extreme as years go by. And me being one of the victims of the infamous Typhoon Haiyan, I can attest that the typhoons here are very intense. But as I am now living in the southern part of the country, I don't experience typhoons anymore. But we experience in here is intense heat waves and floods, where the most vulnerable parts of our community is being ravaged by these waters when rain comes. And I hope that people will be able to experience or see through our lenses what it means to be vulnerable to the effects of climate crisis through the book. And I hope everyone will be able to find motivation to our essays.
Hi, my name is Arshak. I am 27 years old. I am from Russia, Moscow. Russia is quite a big country, like there are wildfires, floodings, desertification at the same time. So climate crisis is happening in here, and heating is happening in here 2 times faster than in general. So yeah, but the worst thing is that the government doesn't want to act on climate crisis, and there will be economical consequences because the world is changing and we are not.
Hello, my name is Michael. I'm from Israel and I'm 18 years old. Now, the Middle East is in a very tough spot because we're caught in this phenomenon called the hotspot. Now, what does that mean? And what it means is that things are going to get ridiculously hot in the next decades to come. Now, the impacts that we're going to be experiencing here are food loss, food stress, water scarcity, and unfortunately, a lot of heat waves that are also going to impact the medical state of a lot of people, especially the people who are at risk. So what can we do about it? Well, we should invest in more renewable energies. We need to negotiate and come together as a region to think more about how can we be more sustainable. And we need more regional cooperation that definitely should start with the country of Israel, we need to address the right problems immediately. This book is about the everyday activist struggle, which is trying to deal with all of the things that are thrown right at us, whether it's societal or governmental or all that everyday stress. And we do that and we continue that because we have a hope that one day we can have a better future. I hope that you enjoy the book. I hope you enjoy my story. And together, I hope that we can create a sustainable future for all of us.
Hi, I'm Deniz and I'm 13. I live in Istanbul, Turkey. The Mediterranean basin is and will be one of the world's most affected areas. Especially this summer, we had floods in the north and wildfires in the south of Turkey. That's clearly the climate crisis manifesting itself across my country.